Welcome to today's DivIT update. I'm going to be walking you through the changes that we've just installed on the list items. So if I were to come into here and click on the lists and go into News Example and click on an individual list item within this component, you can see that currently if I were to make any changes to this list, there's no draft version. They would go live right away. And that's how the lists were initially designed. But since launching the refresh, we've gotten a lot of feedback from divisions that the lack of a draft process for the list items, the lack of a chance to proofread and look over things before they go live, particularly some of this more complicated content on things like news and events items, is not working, and that there needs to be some sort of draft and proofreading process for those list items. So what we've just implemented, if we come into this example of the new system, and let's go into this example list item, and you can see that we've implemented a version system. So within this list item, unlike the old version, there are two versions of this list item. You have a version A and a version B. The version A is lit up in orange, and you can see that that's the one that we're actually looking at the content for. If I wanted to go ahead and take a look at version B, I would click on that, and you can see that highlights in orange, and we can see the content here. Now, version A is the one that is live. You can see because we have an Is Live button there that's quite clear so that you can differentiate between which one of these two versions is live. Either version A or version B can be live, so do double check and make sure you're clicking on the correct one. You cannot edit the live version of the list item, so you can either unlock version A for editing, which would actually remove it from the site and it would no longer be live until it's been edited and gone through a proofreading process, or you can edit version B. Now again, you've got a couple options. I can come in here and I can change the content that's already in here if there is any content in this version. Remove the photo, change some of this text, and then submit it for proofreading like that. Or if I really like the content that's over here on version A, I can come into version B, scroll to the bottom, and use this copy from revision A here. So if I choose to overcopy, now be aware that if you choose to overcopy, it will remove the content that's currently in version B, and you will lose that content. So be very sure that you're ready to overcopy from version A to version B. So if I click on OK here, then it pulls in the content from version A and pops it into version B, and I can make whatever small changes need to happen with this version. And then if I scroll down to the bottom, just like with a web page, we have notes for the proofreader here. If you wanted to send any nice notes to our team at the provincial office when they take a look at the list item, and you would check off is ready for proofreading and is live, and then click on save in order to submit that to the provincial office to take a look at and get that up for you. The other feature that we've added to the list items is this preview button. So if you click on that preview, it will pull up a page with a list of all the locations that that list item appears on your site. So you can use the list in multiple locations. For example, a news list might appear on your news and events page, and it might also appear on your home page, for an example. So this would pull up everywhere that that list item occurs, and then you'd be able to click on the link in order to pull up a preview. And please don't use this page as a good example. This is a really messy page that I've been playing with, but it does have the example of this news and events list that we've just been editing. So that's the quick rundown of what's happening with the lists. If you have any questions, we've got an updated manual that's on the technology resources page on the provincial website, and we'd be happy to set up some additional time to do training or to talk about anything else on the website.